the following presentation of the National Football League.
Well, in lieu of a full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, we've got one that does take to the skies before kickoff. That is the mascot, Freddie Falcon. And at ground level, here they come, a cauldron of Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field in Atlanta. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, here's D. Alford. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out, it's now in his 14th season, Brock. That's not bad for a fourth-rounder out of Michigan State back in 2012, huh? It is Kirk Cousins.
Kid, I don't think I'm the only one wondering whether or not age is catching up to Cousins. He was often injured last year, ultimately benched at the end of the season. But this is a guy who will enter the year top 20 all-time in passing in the NFL and been a durable starter for the majority of it.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They'll send him over right. On second down, Robinson. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. To the air on third and long. Gets this one to London. This gets the first and more. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It goes for 32 yards. And that's a Falcon first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Slot man's in motion right. He gives here to the motion man. He pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Stepping up, and he's going to run.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Shotgun snap. They get to Robinson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. From the pocket, looking for a target. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds a couple yards short of what they needed. Let's see if they try their luck now on this fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down? Not quite the same roar out of the crowd, Kate, that you're going to get with a touchdown, but still plenty of noise coming down, and that defense now gets to take the field with the lead.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Blake Corum now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the third time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
Stafford to the air to start us off. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Stafford to throw again on second. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. And things look tougher now with third and long. Well, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up fourth and long. Now, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there. And this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. Good call. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Cousins. Looking right, and he finds him. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
At the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go. All right with Robinson from the pistol. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
He was brought down by Jacoby Durant. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The gun, Cousins. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, it's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Rams 45-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. Back deep for the Rams, it's Xavier Smith. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams headed back after their 2nd drive now. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a 2nd time. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence. Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Stafford from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Stafford's going to throw once more. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Connects with Adams again. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's Stafford once more. Quick slant, taken in by Nacua. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Stafford throwing again. He's got a man left. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Now Stafford again. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of one more yard here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got a man, that's Nakua. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Gain of 4 yards.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Williams punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Rams take a 2nd quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams take a 4-point lead.
7, Falcons 3.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Alford now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Cousins finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the 30-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. There's the fake, Cousins to throw. Complete, it's Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still 2nd down.
So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He's got London left side. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
London. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Complete to Puka Nakua. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Stafford now. He's got the hook up to Adams. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds a man right side. And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that 1st down, too.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Trying to sneak with Stafford. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Williams. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Williams gets in. Touchdown, LA! The Rams now lead by 10. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams drive their lead to 11.
14. Falcons 3.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, Cousins. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. Slot man in motion left. The give here to the motion man. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another carry for Robinson. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
He's taken down at
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They sneak it with Cousins. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
A gain of 3 yards.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And this takes him down to the 10. So we're down inside of 2 minutes remaining now in our first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Cousins, a quick throw, complete. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the Rams' 3-yard line.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over him. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Third and long for him here. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut the lead down to 4.
14. Falcons 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Stafford from the gun. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one in the 41. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Nakua's got it again. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
It's Stafford once more. Screen here for Williams. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd and 2, Stafford complete beyond the marker. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Stafford now on 1st down. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Stafford throwing again. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 22. And the Rams have the 1st down. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford's going to throw once more. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Okay, Brock, I think the official double and then triple check this with their coach. But yes, they are indeed choosing to decline the penalty and letting that touchdown stand.
Kate, if there is ever a moment that defies all explanation on the football field, that may be it.
Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams drive their lead to 11.
Falcons 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. To the air, Cousins. That one's complete, right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Well, I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Corum now on the return. Escapes a defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams ready to get things started on offense to begin the third. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Cut out left. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. A handoff to Williams. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's stopped as he gets this one down at the 27-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
4 yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. D'Alford getting there for the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Gonna keep this one and go. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're gonna have 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. 4th down, here's Stafford. He finds Adams, complete. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 18.
Falcons 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Alford now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Staying with Robinson. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock. And we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. Drake London with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons make it an 11-point ball game.
Falcons 17.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Corum now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Rams and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Rams, first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still first down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now, Stafford. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
After the incompletion, second down calls ready. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Dumped off to his running back. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
The Falcons going with a dime package here on third down. Now Stafford again. That's incomplete left side. Devontae Adams, the intended target. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
The Rams are set to punt. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Rams going nickel here on 3rd down. Cousins now off the play fake. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Man in motion here. On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
2 yards on the play. And the Rams 1st down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. This is Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Stafford finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. And it is incomplete. Win big on the final play of our 3rd quarter. But nothing comes from it as we hit the break. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Rams up by a couple of scores as we look ahead to the 4th. And Brock, they are in control of that football. The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. Now here come the Falcons on offense. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Third and long for him here. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Big game downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And he's going to have this one down to the 20. And get 22 out of that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
First and 10, Cousins. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far, brings up second down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. He motioned the tight end over. Out of the gun, Cousins. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Throwing on third, Cousins. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
A 38-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Whittington now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 67 yards. That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown!
Touchdown, LA.
The Rams go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams lead by 15 now.
Falcons 20.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own
The Falcons and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. To the air, Cousins. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. Past the 25. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Now a point after to bring it back within 1 score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Makes the score Rams 35, Falcons 27.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Whittington now on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead with Williams. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Rams have the first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Right back to Williams on first down. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Offense to the line, 2nd down. Stafford from the gun. Dump off, caught by his back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Looking to throw. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Rams, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Stafford now on first down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford finds a man right side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd.
That's a gain of 8.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Looking to throw. He finds Adams, complete. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
Los Angeles.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Give to Williams from the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Slot man motioned over. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Rams leading by 8. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. Another for Williams. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Back to throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Mevis able to knock it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Here's Cousins now. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. Cousins. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Cousins on 1st down. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
35 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw once again. Finds London on the slant. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the 1st.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. So a fresh set of downs after the penalty. It's Cousins once more. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Cousins throwing again. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.